Hey everybody, this is Brian with Bear Cards 34. We're getting close to Christmas, and for all of those of you who celebrate Christmas, I hope you have a very good one, and for everybody else, just have a great happy holidays. New Year's coming up. It's been a great year. I have been doing this channel for a while now, and it's been a lot of fun. Today I've got a mail day. I have 2 eBay pickups, and I also have a RAK, or a care package, a random act of kindness, from my good buddy Ed over at Angry Old Man. I also have another one coming up pretty soon from a good friend of mine in the community, Tony Black, that should be here anytime. So I'll make another video as soon as that one comes in. And if I get anything football card related for Christmas, I'll definitely include that as well. So anyway, I hope you guys are all doing well. I have a few of my favorite football cards with a Christmas theme right here. So we've got the rookie sweaters of Jordan Love and A.J. Dillon for the Packers, and a couple of the Santa Claus Pro Set cards. They actually made one. This is 1990, I believe, and this is 91. There is a 1989 one that's even more rare, and unfortunately I don't have that one. I may get it eventually, but it's hard to justify the cost of a Santa Claus card. But maybe one day, depending if the price is right. But anyway, I really love these cards and thought I'd throw those on at the beginning just for the holidays. And now we'll go ahead and get into the mail day. One thing I'll mention real quick, both of the Santa Claus cards have a little thing on the back. This one right here has a little short story. This one has a poem. I believe I read those last Christmas, so if you've seen those, don't worry about it, or if you're not interested, no worries. But at the end of the video, I will read those for those of you who want to stick around. And now we'll go ahead and get into the mail day. All right, so I will mention I have the mail days that I have are, I have one USU Aggie who's part of my PC that I'm going to open, and so I'll highlight one of my favorite cards recently. This is from my guy Brian at Walkenbach. He sent this over to me. It's an authentic game-worn jersey of Utah State Aggie Kevin Curtis, highlighted here at the Senior Bowl. He was one of my all-time favorite Aggies, so that was a really fun card for me to get. And now we'll go ahead and I'll show you the Aggie that I picked up on eBay. So this right here, this is an Anthony Calvillo 2003 Pacific CFL game-worn jersey. He played his college ball at Utah State, and then he went on to have a very, very good career in the CFL. So a lot of you may not be familiar with him unless you're familiar with the Canadian Football League. Anthony Calvillo broke a lot of school records his senior year at Utah State back in 1993. That year, the Aggies won the Big West Championship, and he was the MVP of the Las Vegas Bowl. His quarterback coach at Utah State at the time was former Seattle Seahawk Jim Zorn, and I'm really happy to have this card. I don't have an Anthony Calvillo card, so this is my very first one, and it is, like I said, an authentic game-worn. He was a very successful CFL player. He was not drafted by the NFL, even though he had a great senior year. He wasn't even invited to the Combine. So he played his first year in the CFL for the Las Vegas Posse, but he really made a name for himself with the Montreal Alouettes. He's one of the best CFL quarterbacks of all time. He's a 3-time Grey Cup champion. And for a period of time from, I think it was 2011 to 2020, he was the all-time passing leader in professional football with over 79,000 yards. I think he was less than 200 yards away from having 80,000. He threw for 455 touchdowns. Drew Brees, and of course it's the NFL, but Drew Brees eventually passed him as the all-time professional passing leader, and then Tom Brady since then. But Anthony Calvillo was the MVP of the CFL 3 times, and he played from 1994 until 2013. He retired just after the start of the 2014 year. Not season, but year. So, yeah, long career. And he's the current offensive coordinator of the Alouettes right now. He's obviously in the CFL Hall of Fame, so I'm very happy to have that card. Very happy indeed. All right, and then my next mail day is of a Utah Ute, and again, Brian from Walkenbach gave me this gorgeous-looking Drez Anderson that I just love. And this right here is a fellow Utah Ute. Let's see if I can take this off. Now, you guys, you may not have heard of Anthony Calvillo, unless, like I said, unless you follow the CFL, then you do. But a lot of you who were around when this guy played will know him. This is Kevin Dyson. So Kevin Dyson, I mean, he's a full-on... They've got it in backwards. That's interesting. But anyway, this is his autograph. This is a 1998 Bowman rookie autographs, Kevin Dyson. He was born in Logan, Utah, which is actually the city of the Utah State Aggies. But he did go to college at the University of Utah, where he was a two-time first-team All-RAK. So shout out to the RAK conference. He was also the Senior Bowl MVP. His brother Andre Dyson also played for the Titans as a defensive back. And Kevin Dyson was a first-round pick. He was the number 16 pick. He played 5 years for the Oilers and then finished his career with the Panthers. But he's really best known for 2 plays. If I can find the links, I'll include them in the description so you guys can check those out if you're not familiar with them, or if you just want to relive them. The one he's probably best known for, well, actually, I don't know. You guys tell me which one is a more famous play. But he was involved in the Music City Miracle during the AFC wildcard game. The Titans were down by 1 point with 16 seconds left. The Bills had just barely taken the lead. Sorry, Terry from TJ Maxx. This probably was a painful memory, but the Bills took the lead, and they had to kick off with only 16 seconds left in the game. And tight end Frank Wycheck picked up the ball, and he lateraled it to Kevin Dyson, who then ran for a 75-yard touchdown to win the game. It's an absolutely incredible play. Probably not for Bills fans, though. But it was a great play. And the other one he's really well known for is, some people call it the tackle, but it was the Super Bowl 34 in January of 2000. It was Rams versus Titans. The Titans were down by 7 with 6 seconds left. They're at the 10-yard line. Last play, last chance. The late Steve McNair threw a pass. Kevin Dyson caught it, and he reached and extended for the end zone and came up just short, less than a yard short of the end zone. They potentially would have tied the game there. So close. And I was really, I didn't have any interest necessarily in that game one way or the other than the fact that Dyson went to Utah, so I was kind of pulling for him. And that was a close play right there. But anyway, he was a great Utah Ute. He represented the community really well. He now has a doctorate in education, and he's a high school principal out in Tennessee, which is really cool. And he's been known to still kind of be around with the Utes a little bit from time to time. So anyway, I'm very, very happy to have that card right there. And so, those are my 2 pickups. And now I will get into the care package, the RAK from my buddy Ed at Angry Old Man. He's got a great channel. If you guys haven't, I'm sure a lot of you guys already know who he is, but he's a great guy in the community. Awesome videos. He has an amazing collection of autographs. So I'll include a link to his channel in the video as well. But earlier this year, Ed sent me this card, and this is one of my very favorite cards that I own now. It's Walter Payton, my favorite player, obviously, and it's authentic game-worn jersey. So that just really means a lot to me. I love my Bears. They're having a rough year. To kind of give you an example of how rough the season has been, I was watching the Monday Night Football game the other day, and they were playing the Vikings, and the Bears were in the red zone, and it was a 3rd down, and my thought was, please don't turn the ball over. I wasn't thinking get a first down. I wasn't thinking let's score a touchdown. My thought was, please don't turn the ball over on this play, so we could at least get 3 points. Now, in fairness to them, they actually did convert the first down. It wasn't until the play after that they turned the ball over. So that's just kind of typical of the way the season has been for the Bears this year. Still love them, always will, but rough season for sure. All right, so this is a rather large package to open. And I was, as far as, I don't remember Ed saying that he was even sending me anything, so it was quite a nice surprise. I have no idea what this is, but definitely made my day to see that in the mail. Ooh, very nice. So we've got a letter. Oh, very nice. Thank you so much, Ed. So we got a holiday wishes Christmas card. Brian, thanks for being a great supporter of the channel. I thought Dan Hampton, should go to a Bears fan home. Keep up the great videos. All the best. Ed, angry old man. This is awesome. So Ed, thank you very much, and Merry Christmas. And we know who it is, and oh my gosh, I can see it a little bit through the bubble wrap. This is exciting. Wow. So Dan Hampton, one of my all-time favorite Chicago Bears. I went to a game at Soldier Field back in 2019, and Dan Hampton was there and gave a very motivational speech during the game over the speakers, and sure got the crowd riled up. It was, oh wow, oh my word. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Okay, oh wow. That is fantastic. Okay, so a few things about this. The player is one of my favorite players of all time. The signature is gorgeous. It has the Hall of Fame 2002 on it, and it also has the JSA certification. I have never had an autograph like certified this way before, ever. This is, wow, this is one of my new favorite things of all time. I have to tell you guys, again, you know, wow. Ed, thank you. I'm speechless. Wow. You know, again, this goes back to, you know, when I started my channel, I had no idea what to expect. I had originally started watching Packer Cards 87, and that was at a time where we had been moving. I got a new job, and I had moved, and my family was not able to move up with me at the time, so I was kind of up here on my own, and that's when I started watching Packer Cards 87, just to kind of kill time. And, you know, even though I had already started collecting again a little before that, it really reignited my love of the hobby even more, and that's what kind of got me inspired to make my own channel. When I was a kid collecting cards during the junk wax era, which I hate that term, but it's kind of appropriate, but when I was doing that, I very much was engaged with a lot of other people in the hobby, because it seemed like all the kids my age collected. My siblings, my friends, everybody. You know, you'd go to school, there'd be cards there. The card shows at the time would have people like Barry Sanders, Emmett Smith, Tony Dorsett, Jim Plunkett. I mean, we were getting like big name players and former players, and being able to meet them and greet them, and it was just huge. You know, but nowadays, and it's gotten big again over the last couple of years, as you guys know. But, you know, for me, there aren't really, you know, I don't really have friends that are in the hobby in my, you know, personal life before I started the channel. And so it was like a collection that I loved and a hobby that I loved. And, you know, I was able to show it a little bit to my brother and my dad, and they appreciated it. But it was really just kind of something that was just for me to look at individually. And this channel has really opened that up, where I've met some great people, made some great friends. I've been able to throw some cards some other people's way. I've had people just so generous. You know, I don't want to mention all of you guys, because I'll forget some of the names, but I will say that, you know, people like Ed, who has sent this, and Tony, again, you know, is reaching out and sending something my way. Those things are just so appreciated, and I love the hobby. I love the football. I love the history. I love the sports. I love the cards. I love the autos. It's just such a great thing, you know. And my dad really raised me to love history. He's a Civil War buff, and he loves sports, and I think that really rubbed off on me because of my love for football. I loved to play it growing up. I loved to watch it. And it's just such an interesting sport, with the personal stories, the successes, the failures, you know, the overcoming odds, you know, all kinds of things that are just so great. And so I've been able to make some great friends on here. You know, for all of you guys who watch my videos, thank you so much. For all of you who comment, thank you. For all of you who support the hobby, whether it's my channel or someone else's, thank you very, very much. Thank you for all of you who put content of your own out there. I love watching them. It's been a crazy busy couple months for me. I watch a lot more videos than I have time to reply to at times, but I appreciate the videos. I love the videos. I'm engaged with them, and it's so nice to be able to open up the hobby with other people and to be able to share what I love and to see what you guys love. It's just been a blast. And I mean, this is this is just amazing. Christmas came early for me. I love it. I'm very, very, very thankful to all of you. And Ed, thank you so much. That means the world to me. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say, but thank you. And to all of you guys who are supporting the hobby one way or the other, local card shops, online, trading, selling, sharing, giving. Thank you all for all you guys do. This is just such a cool video to be able to kind of share that and to know, Ed, that you can kind of see how happy that made me. Yeah. So anyway, thank you very much. I'm just I'm talking like crazy, but I feel speechless. Anyway, thank you very, very much. So I'll go ahead and wrap up with that for those of you who want to call it a day. But if you'd like to stick around for me to read the two Santa Claus cards, you can stick around and read those as well. So for those of you who are checking out now, thank you very much. Hope you guys had a great 2021, and here's to 2022. And I'll be back with more videos in the near future. For those of you who want to stick around, we'll get into some Santa Claus cards. Okay, guys, so in the background, we've got Mrs. Claus and Santa Claus from Proline. And this card right here is the 91, copyright 1991. So if you notice here, we've got Santa, and he's carrying a big stack of Pro Set cards. And we've got the Pro Set logo here. And I can't remember, what was that guy's name? Lud Denny? I think that's kind of the Pro Set guy, and maybe a couple of his grandkids or something. But anyway, on the back here, this was originally printed, it says, New York Sun, September 21st, 1897. Happy holidays from the elf and all the cards at Pro Set. In the fall of 1897, a young girl asked, "Is there a Santa Claus?" Francis P. Church answered. Here is a summary of his answer. Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. He exists as certainly as love and generosity and devotion exist, and you know that they abound and give to you your life its highest beauty and joy. No Santa Claus, no, thank God, he lives, and he lives forever. 1,000 years from now, Virginia, nay 10 times 10,000 years from now, he will continue to make glad the heart of childhood. So that's a nice little tribute right there from Pro Set. And then the one from the year before, which is, I always loved this. You can actually see, like, there's the Joe Montana card. You've got the official Pro Set book right here. Right here, you've got I think that's Keith Millard of the Vikings he's putting on, but there's a hockey card, MC Hammer from the music cards. So anyway, just a cool looking card there. And this is very much, I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know if it focuses. So maybe I'll read it off screen, but you can check out these cards here. All right, so it says, "'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the land the card biz was run like a lemonade stand. While baseball and tops had all the attention, football and hockey gained nary a mention. My cards in the safe, I was turning the key, anxious to settle down to my new SCD. When outside my shop there arose such a roar, I dropped several wax packs in my rush to the door. I saw 8 tiny reindeer flying over the ridge, and a Santa with some dude shaped just like the fridge. They flew like Wayne Gretzky on wide open ice, and cut on a dime like Craig and like Rice. Now Dasher and Dancer, I heard him declare, let's deliver Montana and the new Andre Ware. On Comet, on Cupid, he yelled with delight, here's a new hockey set that'll be hot tonight. Then up on the rooftop there was a great thud, and I laughed when I heard Merry Christmas from Lud. Then before me in red stood a round little man with boxes of cards and a binder in hand. I smiled when he winked and I offered him cookies. He said he would trade me a stack of star rookies. And then out from his sack he pulled card after card. They were labeled Pro Set, and I had to look hard. Great photos, great action, great color and stats, plus discounts and points on Team NFL hats. A magnificent set was hard to conceive. Then he pulled Eric Dickerson out of his sleeve. He asked me to join him as he dug in his sack, and we glowed and we giggled as we opened each pack. I knew at that moment it became crystal clear what Pro Set had given the hobby this year. He found a Lombardi and gave it to me, then said time to go, more collectors to see. And I heard him exclaim, taking off like a jet, Happy Christmas to all from your friends at Pro Set. All right. Kind of a cute little poem. Definitely some advertisement for Pro Set, but a nice little poem for sure. Anyway, thank you all very much. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Ed, thanks again. That has definitely come to a good home. Trust me on that one. All right, thank you all very much. Have a great rest of your holiday week and the week ahead, and I'll be back with more videos in the near future. Everybody take care.